Hello everyone, and welcome to this video as part of the Microsoft Copilot Studio in a Day workshop. My name is Craig Kreskis. I'm a partner solution architect, and this video number 5, is titled Creating Entities Inside of Conversations. Microsoft Copilot Studio comes with, and you'll see in the lab, a set of pre-built entities, which represents the most commonly used stereotypical information in real-world conversations, such as age, color, numbers, and names. Now, with the knowledge granted by entities, the bots that you're going to create can smartly recognize the relevant information that's being inputted from the user, and we can save that for later use. Now, as always, I'm going to just give you a visual roadmap of where you're going to go in the lab. So the first thing we're going to do is open up and look at an existing entity just so you get a sense of what they are. We'll create a new entity, you'll add a new topic, and then after that, we'll add a new message for the user input. So let's begin by looking at some of the existing entities already included in Copilot Studio. Now remember, we're going to use your existing Copilot that you've created, the one for customer service. Up in the top right corner, you can see where I click on Settings. And on the left-hand side, I want you to open up the entities. And here you can see the list of pre-built out of the box or included entities. Go ahead and open up as many as you want just to understand how they work and what they look like. In the example for the lab, we're going to open up money. Here you can see the details of the entity. It shows the description and all of the different saved values for the same. Let's close that out. And again, just to give you a sense of what an existing entity looks like, let's create one now as part of the workshop. Up in the top, I'm going to go ahead and select Add an Entity. And you'll see here, we'll choose from the closed list. And really straightforward. All you need to do is type in the name of the entity. In this case, we're going to have you type in the outdoor store category. We'll give some description. Obviously, that is optional. And then you need to put in a list of all of the areas in this category. So for example, I'm going to type in baseball and hit add. And as you see in the workshop, in the labs, you are going to go ahead and put in basketball, biking, bowling, hiking, camping, cricket, and then you'll select save. Now for hiking, you're being guided to add synonyms, right? So this is going to provide the users with additional options as we are selecting on hiking. So as you see in the lab, type in trekking and mountaineering, hit done, and then save your work. So what this does is as your user is provided with an option, or they put in the words trekking or mountaineering, our Copilot, our bot, will understand that is reference to hiking. So go ahead and hit save and then close that out. And now you have created, and we're going to add a new topic now based off of those entities. So let's go ahead and add a new topic. So again, you're here inside of your bot. And while my navigation is typically here in the top, also notice on the far right, you can also go quickly to add a topic there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add a topic, and we'll go ahead and choose from blank, or from Copilot, I should say. And we're going to let Copilot just help drive that. So I'm going to type in purchase outdoor gear. And I'm going to type in some additional information about help with purchasing outdoor stuff by enabling the end user to select the item entity as part of the outdoor store categories. Once you're done, hit create. And much like we did in an earlier lab, again, it creates some of the trigger phrases for me. You could see, again, what I asked for is on the right and what it was added by the Copilot experience. And so it says, what item are you looking for? Now I'll go ahead and select on these options. And in this case here, I'm going to go ahead and select that entity outdoor store categories. And I'm going to go ahead and now provide options. So I'll go ahead and choose baseball, basketball, hiking, and camping, and then go ahead and close that out. And then save your work. So now I've effectively grabbed the new entity I have identified some of those as my options. And let's go ahead and select and add a condition. And I'm going to go ahead and select variable. And I'm going to go ahead and select baseball. I'll insert and we'll add another condition here. In this case here, outdoor item. And you kind of follow the suit. Again, basketball. We'll add another condition. You'll select the variable for outdoor item. Hiking. And that is it. So again, just following along with the lab. So we've got those three. Now let's add a message based on when the user selects each one of those three, just to confirm that the user knows that we heard their selection. So at the bottom of each one of those, you go ahead and insert. You'll send a message, and then you'll type the message here. It says you choose. You'll select the variable based on that user choice. So do the same for basketball. And then we'll do the same for hiking. Once you're done, you'll save your work. Right? Of course, you'll want to head test your bot. I'll let you do that on your own. And then that wraps up this particular video on how we looked at entities, but how you created a new entity and then using that entity to create a new topic and an experience for the end users. I want to say thank you so much for your time and attendance and listening to this video titled Creating Entities Inside of the Conversations. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the video real soon.